Hey guys, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel today and welcome back to day 4 of 12 days of Jenna's Faves. I'm super excited. This is a series I am doing where I am doing 12 consecutive videos from December 1st until the 12th and also giving away some amazing prizes each day. So I'm super excited. Today's video is going to be Makeup My Subscribers Buy the Most. This is very interesting to me because there are some affiliate networks that I'm a part of that will actually give me data about which items are being purchased by you guys. So it's not addresses, personal names, like banking information, nothing like that. It's just from orders. Sometimes I'll be able to see what was actually purchased. I have been doing this a little bit in my community tab where I've shared with you guys in the past some weekly bestsellers, and that was based on that data as well. So this is a video that I'm going to be doing based on all of the data, what's been coming in with like people clicking my links and making purchases, which I greatly appreciate. So thank you so much. This one was no surprise to me. When I kept seeing orders for this coming out, I was like, yes, of course. The first bestseller that you guys buy the most is this contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury. And I believe this has been coming in and out of stock ever since the holiday event or something like that. This is the Hollywood contour wand. I actually have light medium. There's also another one. This is a very beautiful, easy contour wand to use. It is a cream product. And basically it's a sponge tip applicator. You can see this here. Now there's also a dial for on off. So make sure that you have it off when you're not using it because it will actually seep out and you don't want the product to be leaking and wasteful. Basically, I just do a few dabs. This is so pigmented. When you actually feel it and you have it in hand, it almost feels like there's nothing in it. But the reality is it is a very lightweight formula. When you actually place it on the cheek, the pigment goes very far. The lightest dab gives me this swatch for you guys. You can see it's a cool toned kind of chocolate color, but that is the lightest dab. So light. You don't even have to worry about going so heavy with the pigment. It is there for you. Along the same vein, the next best-selling product that you guys have been buying a lot is this. This is Pinkgasm. This is actually a liquid blush slash highlight, very similar concept to the contour wand. This is basically what she calls a high blush, the Beauty Light Wand blush. Now, if you are deeper toned for skin tone, you can also just use this as a highlight. It's really up to you. But this is the exact same thing. This is actually a repurchase, so my sponge is not as saturated as the contour wand, but this is a beautiful, beautiful blush. I didn't even turn on the applicator for this. I just swiped from the remaining on the sponge. You can see like that is a really big tip with this because you don't have to keep pumping out the product. It will end up being wasteful. That's just the best way to get your money's worth basically. So these Glowgasm light wands have also been huge bestsellers. They are all over and you guys are also purchasing these like crazy. The last liquid product from Charlotte Tilbury that I'm seeing is also gathering a lot of attention from you guys is also the Beauty Light Wand highlights. So we have the blushes like Pinkgasm, Peachgasm. This is called Spotlight. This is a true highlight color for my skin tone. It is a really gorgeous champagne glow from within type product. You can see like it's so beautiful. Love this one as well. So you can actually do like a trio of the highlight, the blush, and the contour. I love the slight pink undertone to this one. It reflects like a true champagne color to me. This is also one that you guys have been buying a ton. So within the 3 of these are just flying like hotcakes. I believe Charlotte had like a trio set where you could pick like a contour, a blush, and a highlight, but I believe they've been sold out for a while. I will keep you posted if I see anything because that would have been a really nice like bundle to grab all 3 of them. But you guys have been loving these, as do I. I think they're amazing. There's another Charlotte Tilbury product that's been flying, looking at my data for sales from you guys, and that's actually her luxury quads. I'm seeing so many sales from these, and I think it's because they are part of her bundle where you pick 3 quads as part of a holiday bundle set. So the ones that I'm seeing the most are Exaggerize. You guys know I love this one. This is one of my favorite quads of all time. It's actually very underrated to me. So many people talk about Pillow Talk, not as much hype for Exaggerize, and I think this is a gorgeous, more of a softer look overall, but it really just brings the beauty of your eyes forward. It's so beautiful. I love the pop shade in here. It's gorgeous, like silvery, purpley undertone. There's really beautiful satins in here, a really nice matte. The whole thing is very cohesive, and there's also enough diversity, in my opinion, or versatility amongst the shades. So this is the biggest quad that I'm seeing a lot of sales, as well as, of course, Pillow Talk herself. I mean, not surprised by this one at all, just because she does promote this one a lot. This is definitely a bestseller for a reason. It's a beautiful soft pink look with that gorgeous pop shade to add some sparkle. It's really beautiful and also has a lot of versatility to it. If you are a fan of Star Aura, this has more versatility yet. I personally think that Star Aura is more subtle eyeshadow look overall, and this one has more diversity yet. I do think that this one is a bestseller for a reason. I keep saying that because I love it. I use this in my rotation on a regular basis as well, especially for travel. It's just so easy to have a look in one quad situation, and they're small enough that I don't have to worry about things breaking. So now another one that is coming up in my data that I actually don't have in my collection that I'm seeing is Golden Goddess. That's another quad that you guys have been purchasing a lot, and I don't believe I have that one. So I'm gonna have to take a look at it, because if you guys are buying it a lot, it's gotta mean that it's good. It's one of them to grab. So let me know, is it a quad that you recommend I purchase? Based on my data alone, it sounds like you guys are a big fan of that one. Next, we have a lot of Nest candle sales. I am not surprised by this. I'm so happy that you guys love the candles just as much as I do. It's actually the biggest form of flattery that you actually like the recommendations that I tell you about. I'm like, that's so nice. So I'm really happy that you guys have been loving them, as have I. You guys know I hauled this one recently. This is the Birchwood Pine one, and there's also the holiday candle that I hauled recently yet that I've already burned through. They're so beautiful. They're very bougie. If you are someone that likes a little touch of bouginess, a little touch of luxury in your home decor, they're great for that. But I also love that they can back that bouginess with excellent throw and really beautiful scent profiles amongst these candles. This is one that I showed just the other day actually in my haul, but I'll show you again. This is the Birchwood Pine candle. Already top note is pine, like that beautiful Christmas tree, like snow-covered Christmas tree that I'm seeing in nature. It just smells like that right off the bat with a little bit of a citrus undertone. It is to die for. It reminds me of Christmas. If Nest ever discontinues these, I will be a crying mess, because they've almost become part of my tradition now, like to get these candles to have this particular scent in my house during this season. Based on the data that I'm seeing about products that you guys are buying, you're clicking on that link a lot and purchasing them for yourself or for loved ones, and that's really awesome to see. I hope you're enjoying them as much as I have. These have been flying off the shelves according to you guys. Let's talk about Miss Pat McGrath, because she is also currently running a sale, and still is, I believe. I will link it down below. Basically, it's upwards of 40% off at this point. It's crazy. So this is the top 3 Mothership palettes that you guys have been buying. The first one actually is Bronze Seduction. So this is what Bronze Seduction looks like, and rightfully so. I think it's a beautiful palette. This is definitely Christmas vibes to me because of the touch of gold, rose gold, silver, that cranberry, the icy Blitz Astral topper in here, the duochrome right here. This is definitely screaming holiday to me, so I'm not surprised that you guys are picking this one up, especially the fact that it's marked down so much, right? So I love this one too, but this is definitely one of the top 3. The other 2 I wasn't surprised with, because I feel like a lot of you guys are just like me in so many ways. You watch me because, you know, maybe our preferences align, right? So these are my top 2, and I'm seeing them fly as well. So I'm happy to hear that you guys love these as well, but this one is Divine Rose 1. This has also been one you guys have been loving. So many sales coming through for this one. I love the gorgeous array of mauve, pinks, beautiful everyday wearable pinky shades in here with those gorgeous Blitz Astrals at the end. This is definitely one that I love. I love the duochrome right here too. It's super pretty how it goes gold to pink to gold, right? It's just so gorgeous on the lid. So this is also one, like, not surprised to see, but also super happy to see that you guys love what I love, right? Like, we're all friends. It's so awesome. It's all I've ever wanted. The last one that you guys have been picking up has been Utopian Dream. This is also one that I am hearing has been selling out, getting back in stock, selling out, etc. So I'm not surprised by this one. It's her newest mothership so far, like her 10-pan motherships, and it's quickly crawled up to one of my top 3s. So the fact that you guys have been loving it just as much is also so exciting. This is the 3rd palette you guys have been buying like crazy. I love the colors in here as well. They're very, I would say, complementary to Divine Rose. You could definitely work with both of these palettes to create looks that are truly unique. You can step out of both and combine shades together. I love it, and I love the different types of finishes in her Mothership palettes. This was actually an interesting one that I saw in my data that a lot of you guys have been picking up. I do like this one, but I don't think I've talked about it too much on my channel. Like, I'm trying to remember. I know I talked about it in a favorites video once, but I don't think I've been giving it like as much love as it deserves. And then I saw it in my data that you guys are buying it, and I'm like, I should give this more love. You guys love it too. These are the Westmin Atelier Baby Cheek Blushes. They are stick blushes. The shade that I have is Petal. So there was a trio set that Sephora had put out for the holiday. I believe it's still going on, but it's essentially a contour stick, a blush, and a highlight within this like stick formula that she does. And I think that's a good way to try quite a few of the Westmin Atelier pieces, because this blush stick is the full size and it is very, very big. I basically dab my blush brush into this stick because it's so pigmented. I don't need to apply it directly to the face, but this is the shade Petal, like I said. Look how stunning this is. It's so beautiful. That was one swipe, so you can just see the pigment coming from that. It is so unbelievably gorgeous. I love that. And I believe Petal is included in one of those trios. So not only am I seeing these blush sticks being sold separately, but I'm also seeing that trio set being just a popular item amongst you guys. So this is one that is a beautiful blush. It lasts a long time on the skin. It's a beautiful cream consistency. Petal is such a flattering shade as well. I have been using this, but I need to give it a little bit more love on my channel because you guys are obsessed with it. It's very clear. I was like, wow, that's so surprising. Next, we have one that also surprised me, probably because I hadn't been talking about it in a little while, and I hadn't really seen it on YouTube being talked about too much because it's kind of one of those releases now that's been out for a little while. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. You guys are still interested in this primer. This is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. This has also been flying when it comes to sales for the holiday, especially within my community, right? People seem to love this one, and rightfully so. It is a really beautiful primer. I will say it gives a subtle, subtle glow, nothing crazy. It's not meant to be a glowy primer, but it is meant to smooth out the canvas that you work with before you place your foundation over top. Really, really lovely. I think the trick to this one is to apply your foundation with a sponge over top of it, because if you do put a heavy layer of this primer, I worry that it can pill at times if you're doing certain motions with a brush. My best experience with this has been dabbing my foundation over top of it. It does have a subtle, it's not perfumey, but it has a little bit of a something smell to it. It's still pleasant, but nothing overpowering, nothing like synthetic. But it does have something. So keep in mind for those of you that have sensitive skin. But I love that it has a pump. This is like the liquid version of the cream that was in kind of like a tub situation that Tatcha released first. I love this one more because it's just a little bit easier to get the product out in a pump format. And I don't have to get my hands all in there and apply it directly from the tube or the tub, right? So now I'm going to use it again because it just reminded me like, yeah, that's also an amazing product. There are two products that I have seen from Huda Beauty that you guys have been loving as well. Now, I will talk about the first one. I actually don't have it in my collection. So when I saw it pop up as a product that you guys have been loving, especially during the Sephora sale, a lot of these Huda Beauty powders were purchased. So I'm going to pull it up in Sephora here on the website so I can see exactly what I'm talking about, but this is the Easy Bake Loose Baking Powder. I need to try that. Like, that looks so promising. I don't know why I haven't yet, but looks like there are 8 shades in this powder. There's 3 mini sizes as well, so you don't have to necessarily purchase a full size, which could be a big investment for a powder because you really don't go through powder that fast. So a mini size is nice, but this is a powder that has medium coverage, matte finish. It's vegan, supposed to be one that gives you an airbrush, long-lasting complexion, blurs the appearance. I mean, all of these things sound amazing. So I think I'm gonna have to put this on my list to buy for the next time I go shopping, which might be like 2 days from now. Who knows? I hope I'm not the only one. Like, there's so many sales. There's a 20% off happening right now, and I don't think I've used my coupon yet. So I'm gonna put this in my order for this coupon for the Beauty for All event, which is happening right now at Sephora. 20% off, doesn't matter your tier, it's a one-time use. The last Huda Beauty product that has been best-selling amongst my community, of course, is Miss Rose Quartz herself. I'm not surprised by this either. A lot of you guys have been loving this palette, and I am so happy that my review has helped you make that decision, because that's what I'm seeing in my comments a lot, is like, your review helped me kind of change my perspective, especially on this shade here that was getting some interesting press about being a biology dish or a petri dish with bacteria growing in it. I mean, you guys know I said that as well, but the promotional pictures were a little bit deceiving. This one does look like Nerds candy to me now that I see it in person, and it's just a very versatile palette. There are some shimmers that have a little bit more flakiness to them. I have found applying glitter glue will help adhere that a little bit better, but she does have quite a bit of finishes in this palette. Beautiful creamy mattes and shimmers. Those gorgeous quartz pigments are so beautiful. Like, she's got quartz kind of designs in some of these. She's done some really beautiful innovation within this eyeshadow palette, so I'm very impressed with this one. I will say, when it comes to the Nerds Candy shade, it's the least used shade for me. Because this is a face gloss shade, I basically just put it at the bottom to add a little bit more shimmer to my overall look, but I certainly don't leave it by itself because it really is a little bit on the tacky side. The other ones are fantastic. So out of everything, this is the least used shade because of the finish type that it is. I think it's just not like the best for hooded eyes, but I really love this palette overall, and it sounds like you guys do too. Like, this is a beautiful cool tone palette. I think there's a lot of warm tone palettes that came out this holiday, and this cool tone one was a really nice surprise. Now let's get into the gift, the day 4 giveaway prize for 12 days of Jena's Faves. It is here. Santa Jena is back. The theme of this giveaway prize is self-care. I'm so excited. This is such a beautiful arrangement of prizes. The retail value of this prize pack is $126 US or 165 Canadian dollars. And I first want to thank the first brand that helped contribute to this prize, which is Olaplex. I reached out to Olaplex to see if they wanted to partner with me on this portion of the giveaway prize to donate as one of the prizes, and they accepted, and I'm so happy that they're so awesome and willing to treat you guys. This is the hair kit for the holiday. I am so happy. This has been a kit that you guys have also been loving. I have seen this as well in my best-selling data for what you guys have been picking up. And I love this particular kit this year because it has the hair oil in it. So there's the number 3 treatment, the shampoo and the conditioner, and also the oil, which is my favorite Olaplex product. I go through that oil like crazy. It helps with frizziness, keeping your hair shiny and healthy. I love it. Of course, we've also got their beautiful bonding products. So number 3 helps with restoring your hair bonds, especially if you are color treating your hair to blonde, or you have gray tones or anything like that. If there's heat damage, it really helps to keep your hair nice and healthy. The shampoo and the conditioner as well has that same patented ingredient to help keep your hair nice and healthy as well. So I love that they've included this in the prize today. So thank you to Olaplex for treating my community. I really appreciate it. So that is the first prize out of 3 that today's prize is going to be. Number 2 is this Isle of Paradise spray tan kit. This is one that I picked up for you guys, and this is a really beautiful like aerosol self-tanning product. Isle of Paradise has some really beautiful face drops to help give your face some glow. They also have body products for self-tanning purposes. This is the Pro Glow Spray Tan Kit. This comes with the self-tanning water, which is supposed to be ultra hydrating, color correcting. The shade of this self-tan is their best-selling medium glow. And it also has the mister, which is awesome. This is a refillable, reusable mister that has a steady stream. I'm so excited. So this is also a kit that I picked up for myself to try. So I'm gonna be right there with you trying this out if this is the first time you're gonna be using something like this. But this is also part of today's prize. It is so exciting. Lastly, we have a gift set from Briogeo as part of today's prize. It's really beautiful for adding some moisture back into the hair. We also have the full size of the Don't Despair Repair Apple Honey Deep Conditioning Hair Mask in the teddy bear. So cute. So this is also one that I love. I basically treat myself to a hair mask roughly once a week if I can, sometimes every 2 weeks because I run out of time. But I love this kit as well. I think it's gorgeous. I think both of them do an excellent job of keeping your hair shiny and healthy. So this is my self-care care pack, if you will, for the winner for today's video. Same rules as the other videos as well. Do subscribe to my channel. Make sure that is one of the requirements. Leave a comment in the comment section with your Instagram handle or an email address. And of course, this is open internationally. They are all going to be drawn December 14th at midnight. So don't forget to look at the other videos I have done and enter those giveaways if you haven't already. All the winners will be contacted on December 15th. Until my next one, take care and stay safe. Bye guys.